So it seems that Saltburn's director, Emerald Fennell, is gearing up for another impressive project, and this time it's within the DC universe. Emerald Fennell has officially confirmed the current status of her Zatanna movie, revealing her development plans. Well, stick around till you find out. Well, Zatanna Zatara, created by Gardner Fox and Murphy Anderson, made her first appearance in Hawkman number 4 in 1964. Born into the Zatara family, her mother's apparent demise during childbirth turned out to be a ruse, leading to her return to the homo magi, a mystical species proficient in manipulating magic and cosmic forces. Raised by her magician father in a quaint house near Arkham Asylum, Zatanna was not only a stage illusionist, but also a descendant of illustrious figures, from Leonardo da Vinci to Nicholas Flamel and Nostradamus. Her journey unfolded as she discovered her magical abilities while investigating her father's disappearance. Seeking aid from various heroes like Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Atom, Green Lantern, and the Elongated Man, Zatanna eventually reunited with her father and resumed her stage career. Over time, she became an integral part of the Justice League of America, even investigating her mother's true identity. However, her mother's tragic fate unfolded as she reached out to Zatanna for help against her own people. Despite the rescue attempt, Zatanna's mother perished, casting a shadow over her heroic endeavors. Notably, in the Identity Crisis storyline, Zatanna played a pivotal and controversial role by tampering with the mind of the villain Dr. Light, leading to a series of events that haunted her and ultimately caused her departure from the Justice League. The revelation about Zatanna's backstory casts a shadow over one of her most controversial storylines, making her actions during Identity Crisis even more difficult to reconcile. As one of the DC Universe's most potent magic users and a long-standing member of the Justice League, Zatanna's association with the superheroic community has been marked by both triumphs and controversies. In the 2011 Zatanna number 9 issue, a crucial revelation emerges about her father, Golden Age hero Zatara, which parallels Zatanna's later actions in Identity Crisis. The disclosure sheds light on a challenging decision Zatara made in the past, mirroring the moral complexities that would characterize Zatanna's controversial mind-wiping actions. Identity Crisis, a 2004 storyline, exposed Zatanna's use of magic to mind-wipe some of the Justice League's most formidable villains without their consent or the approval of most of the League. The revelation, particularly regarding Zatanna's mind-wipe of Dr. Light, created a divisive and enduring rift within the superheroic community. The subsequent revelation in Zatanna number 9 unveils a childhood trauma that adds a layer of complexity to her character. Zatara's intervention in protecting his daughter from a puppeteer named Oscar Hempel, who sought revenge against him, resulted in the puppeteer's transformation into an inanimate puppet. To help Zatanna cope with the trauma, Zatara chose to erase all memories of the incident, showcasing his own poor choices in an attempt to shield his daughter. While Zatanna discusses this buried memory with her therapist, the apparent parallels with her father's decisions raise questions about her critique of his choices. Zatanna, like her father, engaged in mind-wiping to safeguard loved ones, including Batman, a trusted ally. However, the actions taken by both Zatanna and her father lacked consent and had severe consequences, leading to a prolonged erosion of trust among DCU heroes. The revelation about Zatanna's past trauma doesn't absolve her of the controversial mind-wiping actions during the Identity Crisis. While it's possible that Zatanna regrets her actions, no further mind wipes have occurred since the aftermath of Identity Crisis continues to reverberate through the DC universe. The revelation about her childhood trauma adds another layer of complexity to Zatanna's character, making her actions during that controversial storyline even more challenging to reconcile and raising questions about her own accountability and moral stance. Beyond the comics, Zatanna has made notable appearances in various media, including animated series like Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and Young Justice. A live-action Zatanna film is currently in development, promising to bring her magic to the big screen. Zatanna's powers make her one of the most potent magicians in the DC universe, with expertise in spells, illusions, teleportation, healing, and mind manipulation. Her unique ability to cast spells by speaking backward adds an extra layer of mystique to her character. For those eager to explore Zatanna's adventures further, recommended readings include Seven Soldiers Zatanna, Black Canary and Zatanna, Bloodspell, Mystic U, and the focused Zatanna series by Paul Dini. These stories provide insights into her struggles, triumphs, and the rich tapestry of her magical world. For numerous years, there have been ongoing efforts to bring DC's Zatanna to the big screen, yet the realization of this project has remained elusive. The most recent endeavor involved the development of a live-action feature film with the talented Emerald Fennell, an Oscar winner, for her screenplay of Promising Young Woman, penning the script. In 2021, reports surfaced indicating Fennell's involvement in writing Zatanna, positioning it as a theatrical film within the DC Extended Universe. However, amid changes at DC Studios, speculation arose that the project had been abandoned, especially given the tumultuous state of the DCEU. Fans were left pondering the fate of Zatanna. In a recent interview with Josh Horowitz on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, Fennell officially confirmed the disheartening news. The project had indeed been shelved, and Zatanna's cinematic journey appeared to be terminated, aligning with fans' suspicions following the upheavals in the DCEU. Fennell provided clarity on the situation, stating, "No, it's not happening." She elaborated, revealing that the Zatanna project predates her acclaimed work on Promising Young Woman. The initial development occurred when J.J. Abrams recently joined Warner Brothers and expressed plans to reboot the Dark Universe. The ambitious vision involved creating a new, dark, and intricate universe featuring both heroes and villains. Fennell shared her enthusiasm for Abrams and his team at Bad Robot, particularly highlighting the intriguing nature of Hannah, Abrams' producer. This collaboration was conceived as part of a broader initiative to explore a diverse range of genres within the evolving landscape of storytelling. However, despite the initial excitement and creative discussions, the Zatanna project faced a significant setback, ultimately leading to its abandonment. Fennell further explained her perspective, stating, "I'm definitely interested in exploring areas that I'm less familiar with, such as the superhero genre. It's not a genre that naturally draws my attention, so I thought, okay, how does one approach making a movie in this genre, especially for audiences like me who may not be well-versed and wouldn't necessarily be the first in line to buy a ticket? It became an intriguing challenge for me." She acknowledged her curiosity about delving into unfamiliar territory and finding ways to make the superhero genre more accessible to a broader audience. In the process, she recognized the appeal of Zatanna as a character, describing her as just a really cool character. Despite the eventual halt of the project, Fennell's interest in exploring diverse storytelling genres and making them more inclusive remained a driving force in her creative considerations. Zatanna's potential movie getting put on hold was due to changes in leadership at DC Studios. The DCEU, as fans knew it, was set aside, and a new continuity called the DCU was introduced under the guidance of James Gunn and Peter Safran. Unfortunately, Zatanna doesn't seem to be a part of their immediate plans. The shift in direction was linked to the restructuring at DC Studios, leading to the shelving of projects associated with the previous regime. Emerald Fennell, the director attached to the Zatanna movie, acknowledged the complications, noting the classic challenges faced in the studio environment. Despite writing a script that she describes as reasonably demented in a positive sense, the broader changes in the cinematic universe ultimately influenced the decision. Fennell expressed admiration for J.J. Abrams and his team, but recognized that the evolving landscape affected the fate of the Zatanna project. While the scriptwriting process was enjoyable and creatively fulfilling, the altered studio dynamics meant that the movie, as initially envisioned, might not see the light of day. As of now, it remains uncertain whether James Gunn and Peter Safran have alternative plans for Zatanna, or if she will be integrated into their new DCU continuity. Well, that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.